All right, grabbing your A harmonica, let's play example number 1. Now I have two notated examples for you. Our first example on the top is more of a horizontal viewpoint, which goes from 1 blow, goes all the way to 10, and then remember to go back. It just goes ascending, but make sure you practice all these exercises descending as well, so up and down. Right below that is more of a vertical approach. It's the C major scale stack. And actually, I kind of like the C major scale stack because it shows a second piece of information. It shows that how this is also that. So let's look at our C major scale stack. It goes from 1 blow to 4 blow. Just watch me, listen to me play. From 1 blow to 4 blow. Now when I go to the next line down, it shows that the 4 blow is the same pitch as 1 blow. Just 1 octave higher. It's twice the frequency. So now I can play 4 blow to 7 blow. The same notes, just 1 octave higher. Then I see on the third stack, it starts with 7 blow, finishes with 10 blow. So 1 blow is 4 blow, is 7 blow, and if we go to the very end is 10 blow. Let's play 1 blow together. 4 blow, 7 blow, 10 blow. Again, all of them. Even though that's not part of our movement exercises, I highly recommend that. Our next note of the scale is 1 draw. Right? 1 blow, 1 draw. 1 draw is the note D. If we go to 4 draw, that's the note D. 8 draw is the note D. Right? So what that means is if you play a piece of a melody 1 octave lower, 1 blow, 1 draw, 2 blow, 1 draw, 1 blow. I can also play those exact same notes if I move it up an octave. 4 blow, 4 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow. Move it up an octave. All right, 7 blow to 8 draw, 8 blow, 8 draw, 7 blow. And this is very, very helpful if you're working a lick. Right? To be able to develop the muscle memory and just the understanding that this is that and is also that as you move across the range of the instrument. Now, for our beginning players, I recommend we start on the 4th hole and go to the 7th hole. So let's do 4 blow to the 7 blow. Let me play it first by myself. Generally speaking, right now we're moving the harmonica across our face. All right, so we have nice moist lips. The harmonica is moist as well. As I'm moving, I move it across the range of the instrument. Try that a couple times on your own. Now let's go both up and down. Hit the 7 blow again. Together it sounds like this. Also practice it without playing the 7 blow twice. All right, take a moment and practice that. At this point, you can start working on developing speed, but make sure that you are also playing with good tone. It's very important that even though we're playing a simple blow, draw scale, no bends or anything, to make those notes sound as beautiful as possible. Great players know how to make simple things sound great. So this is your opportunity to foster that skill set. Now, you can start developing your speed. It's not a bad idea to get a metronome and just find a tempo that makes sense. So whatever metronome you use, say it's just a nice slow tempo to begin with. Right? And your goal is just to keep even. Then you can click, click, or draw the counterweight a little bit lower if you got the old-fashioned metronome. Either way, go just 1 or 2 clicks faster. Maybe the next day or the next couple days a little faster. Maybe another couple days a little faster. Right? So maybe your goal would be to, part of your practice, I'm sure you've got a goal sheet that you keep with you in your practice room, is to go, say, from 60 beats per minute to the next day 62, to the next day to 64. And maybe your goal at the end of the week is to be able to get to 75 beats per minute, or at the end of the week to be able to get 75 beats per minute. I think that's a great way to approach. Once you get to a certain tempo, you want to subdivide the beat. So instead of it being click, 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 you go click, click, but you'll play two notes, eighth notes essentially, two notes per click. Right? You can also do triplets, which would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The challenge about doing triplets, which is something that we do on the harmonica, is that you'll want to make sure you know what note is on the click or the downbeat. Then it'll be 5 draw F. Otherwise, it could be really easy to get lost in the metronome. Then it'd be 7 draw B. Then 6 draw A. So, right? And then it actually would then start to rotate. The 4 draw would be on the downbeat. One of the challenging things about triplets is that it will, as you continue doing the scale, your emphasis or what notes on the beat will rotate each time you play the scale. But eventually we'll come back to 4 blow being on the downbeat. Anyways, I don't mean to make this a challenging exercise of how to play with the metronome, but essentially you can use the metronome as a way to guide or pace your progress, if you wish. It's not a bad idea to use it either, just because I will hear some students do this and create this nice little melody, which is, not necessarily bad. But if you're not aware that you're doing that, then that is bad. So using a metronome sometimes is a fine way to go about that. If you like that idea, use it. If you hate the sight of a metronome, you don't like playing with it, don't play with it. It's not that important in this case. If you're developing speed and you want to make sure that you can play in time when you play fast, use that metronome. And actually I'd say that's the number one error. There's 2 errors for speed players. One, they play out of rhythm. So if you were to slow down, take the track and slow it down with something like the Mies and Slowdowner, you would find that their rhythm is way off. That's bad. That's not acceptable. The other thing would be they would have poor note choices because they're playing fast for the sake of playing fast. And when you, again, listen to it carefully, or if you slow it down, you notice there's just some notes that don't sound good. They are just playing fast for the sake of playing fast. Don't be one of those players. All right, so now you have your middle octave, and you've really got that dialed in. You don't have to look at it. You could be vacuuming, writing a letter to grandma. Yeah. Oh, I messed up. I guess I got to keep working on that one. So you get the idea that you want to get that to a muscle memory so you don't have to think about it. You actually can do other things, and that might be a fun way to work through these movement exercises. And eventually, as we go into scales, the same thing with, do you really know your scales? Can you play your scale as you perform some type of other operation, So that's your first step, is to get to know that middle octave.